Welcome,
Wait.
everyone, to the Friday night opening ceremonies of Kanji. My name's Dan the Video Ninja, and I am just running things a little bit behind the scenes right here, but it's wonderful to see you all. And I'm here to introduce our wonderful con chair and mastermind behind all of the things here. Everybody put your
Oh,
hands up and
no.
put some emotes in for Dart the Dense Boy, aka Lindsay.
Hello,
Woo!
everyone. Woo! I am so glad to be back for another year. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm going to be smushy mushy for a little bit, but kanji is not just me. It is a community effort to get this thing off the ground. So I want to do a big shout out to all of my staff who have put in stupid amounts of work and me messaging them at ungodly hours in the morning. To help me out. Dan, Caitlin, Nick, Nikki, Terry, and Amy, who are not live right now because they had other commitments right now. So I just wanted to say thank you very much. And I also want to be. Hold on, I have to turn my pages. There's a delay, and it's a little bit confusing me. Okay, sorry. Sponsors. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors this year. The Dragon, as always, thank you so much for sponsoring this. With your donation, we can do lots of fun stuff. Why is that? Sorry. Also, Clue Solvers. Yeah. Clue Solvers who donated a gift certificate for Con's Mystery Hunt. Which is a little different than previous years. You have to go around the website and all of the other social medias looking for books. And you have to find all of the books, and there is a clue on each book, and then you have to put the clues together. Check it out on our website. It gives better instructions than I can clearly give. And then thank you so much to Cause Peyton and Dangerous Ladies for providing prizes for the Masquerade, as well as YetiCon, Animeathon, Pretty Heroes, TriCon, and Game Expo for providing weekend passes for the winners of our Masquerade. Thank you so very much. And then again, we run this as a bit of a fundraiser for the Canadian Mental Health Association National. There are links on our website. Maybe someone in the chat could toss a link to the Ko-fi page right now. But we do a thing that if you donate a certain amount of money, you get put into a prize draw that we will do at the end on Sunday. There'll be more information on that shortly on the Instagram and other socials. And I think that's it for the moment. We have a huge, wonderful lineup all weekend. So I'm very excited to share all of the craziness. We have some great panels. We have some great content. The Masquerade is awesome again. I get to sneak peek it. Yeah, and we have some really fun game shows this year. There are 3 that are going to be a lot of fun. The Con's Ultimate Geek Trivia tonight, and then tomorrow we have only 90s kids remembered, but other people can play, obviously, and because I'm not a 90s kid. And then we have Con Horror Stories, or Con just tales of conventions, so good and bad, late night on Saturday night after the Train Your Dragon to Drink panel, which should be a lot of fun as well.
We're specifically training the dragon to drink?
Okay, so it's a bit of a pun. So Con this year is going to be 18.
Other children. There you go.
Sorry. He's going to be 18 this year because he turns 18 in October, because that's when 2008 we came up with the idea of kanji and Con came into existence. So yeah, drinking dragons. Yeah, so
What could go wrong?
what could go wrong? And we're like, la la la. Oh, we're like, oh, Con will be old enough to drink, and then we all, shriveled and died a little bit, and then Terry and Amy are like, that's our drinking panel. So So yes. Do you guys want to introduce? You introduce me. So, Caitlin, why don't you introduce yourself and let people know what you do for Kanji?
She sits in a blurry room and makes fireworks appear behind her.
I sit
Or
here-
hearts.
Sometimes there's plants and
I have
cats.
my work computer. Yeah, there's plants, cats, and dinosaurs. Look, there's lots going on in here. Well, due to Kanji, I decided to run events for a living, so that's what I do now, is lots of events, but honestly, this is one of the most fun ones.
So you're saying it's
every
all
year.
our fault? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yes.
specifically blame Lindsay. Probably in general, but yeah, no, it's really good. So I like to come out here. Hello, Dave. Every year for this is our fundraiser for the Canadian Mental Health Association. And what I'm doing this year is I'm running my panel, Surviving Capitalism as a Crafter, and it is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is 9 a.m. my time, because tuning in from Alberta, yeah, that's me. So turn it over to Nick.
Crap, I didn't
You
mean
do
to do
this
that.
your own staff.
Yeah, I'm new. It's my first day. Quack, 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 quack.
It is absolutely not your first day.
No, it's not. I am Nick. This is my first year helping out with Kanji. My role primarily is the tech stuff. So if something has gone wrong, it's almost definitely in part my fault. But it has made it possible for the event to run more smoothly, because as lovely as Lindsay is, we don't have to hold everything on her shoulders. So this year, if there are problems, it's my fault, but also everybody can share the blame equally. No, we've got a great show lined up this year, and it should be much easier for us to have different people run it and whatnot. I will be doing a panel on Sunday talking about my beloved anime BS. If that doesn't make sense to you, if that isn't immediately obvious to you, you should show up on Sunday, and I will explain what that is and why you should also love it. Yeah, looking forward to seeing some of the other stuff going on this weekend. Also finishing my panel before we get to Sunday, but I'm going to pass it over to Dan.
You're not done.
I tried really hard, guys.
No, you know what? That's perfect, because
Roll.
that's how you do the conventions. You know, you show up on the Friday night.
I mean,
And
realistically speaking, I finished the panel that I'm doing tonight this morning.
everybody in the
So-
chat that's gone to a convention and entered into anything knows the finish it the night before.
Perfection. That's how you
Yes.
get perfection.
It is true. Nick sent it up to me. My name's Dan, the Video Ninja. I've been here a couple of times and whatnot, and you've probably seen me and heard my voice over several of the things that we've been trying to get off the ground, centering around Kanji over the last year or so. I am known as the Video Ninja, and my primary skill set is, of course, video editing, and that is my career, and that is my passion, and that is what Lindsay takes the most advantage of when I decided to join the ranks of the Kanji staff. And as a result,
You offered. I'm just saying it right now.
Yeah, okay. So he said, she said. But I am also very excited for this year. I've been hard at work trying to get a few of returning pieces of programming off the ground and whatnot. Coming up real shortly, just after we wrap here, is going to be our first Friday night evening bit of programming, which is the FMV Chaos Showcase, where we sit back and enjoy some FMVs that have been curated by members of the Kanji community. So that's going to be fun. I also have a panel coming back and returning for the 6th year tomorrow at 1 p.m. That is There's an Indie for That video gaming panel. We're going to be talking about indie video games and comparing them to old classic games. And boy, do I have some on the list this year that are going to make you think, wow, that guy is old. But I'm also excited for the Masquerade as well. I got a chance, like Lindsay did, to get a sneak peek at that beforehand, and it's some good stuff this year. You guys are not going to want to miss that. And I've also put together a little bit of fun stuff for us to enjoy in and around after the masquerade and after the drinks panel tomorrow night, involving the AEF Khan's dance party. So Khan and I have put our heads together, and he's going to be DJing. I put together some video stuff for him. You guys will not want to miss that as well, especially if you're going to be joining him for some drinks tomorrow night. So it's going to be an entire weekend packed full of really great stuff, and I hope you guys are very much looking forward to it. Onwards, downward, down to Nikki.
Nikki.
Yay! Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm also known as Recro generally in online spaces. I'm mostly just a gopher shadow type creature for kanji. If people need help,
This is the first time we've seen Nikki in like 6 months on camera.
Yeah,
she's very much our
ninja. Will explode if I try. So you may see me online if Lindsay needs to step out for a minute. I'm mostly just obsessed with Pikmin. You probably saw that last year when I couldn't shut up about it.
Yep.
But I am here.
Support person.
Yay, emotional support person. So you might not see, but I am here, and I love you all. Back to Lindsay, perhaps, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Who has picked up a Dave. A very vocal Dave.
Yes.
See, nobody's injured themselves yet, so Dave is kind of sitting around just twiddling his thumbs, waiting for the inevitability, you know.
No, Dave's just going to show up over the course of the weekend and then come on screen and be like, have you drank any water? And
Yes.
then wander away.
Yes.
In between child wrangling and
child wrangling, yeah. And when the masquerade kicks off, I'm sure you're going to poke your head in to make sure that our MC hasn't keeled over for yet another illness of some sort.
Yes, if need be, we can always send them a package. We've done that in the past. We've sent them stuff by mail, a con survival package.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I had more of a role obviously when we were in person. Now that we're digital, I don't do a lot other than supporting this one.
I don't know. A couple of us have seen a sneak peek of the masquerade, Dave. It looks to us like you were up to quite a lot, but that's spoilers. Y'all have to tune in tomorrow for the masquerade to see what's up with that.
That's right. So, all right. Well, have fun, everybody. This is gonna be a great year. It's gonna be a great weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes. Excellent weekend. So I'm Dart. Our two missing members are Amy and Terry. Terry and Amy do the masquerade, or sorry, you have me thinking about the masquerade. They do the murder mystery or the mystery hunt. As well as the drinks panel. That's sort of their specialty. As we were running around the grocery store trying to find all sorts of the different ingredients and being told that, no, they sell them at Walmart. I'm like, I couldn't find it. And then this year I am doing my trivia, which I normally do. I'm also running a con horror panel, but also game show, but also the points, it's not scored. So it'll be a very interesting and fun topic.
There's a lot of and thens in this.
Are you saying the points don't matter?
The points do not. Actually, there is one question. There's one question where the points do matter. And if anyone gets it wrong, I will laugh at them. This is the rule. There's only one scored question. And then tonight, I'm also doing a panel on creature creation, because that's sort of my jam in the cosplay world, is building big creatures that he has to deal with living with in the house.
Building them is one thing, storing them is another.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what we have up to right now. So tonight, after opening ceremonies, we're going to be going into the FMV Chaos, which Dan is hosting, and then at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time, for those watching from other parts of Canada and the world, maybe. We have Help, I'm Trapped in Isekai. At 10 p.m., we have Khan's Ultimate Geek Trivia Challenge. And that at 11, Build Your Own Mascot Creature Fursuit Costume. And then just as a sneak peek for tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock in the morning, we have Surviving Capitalism as a Crafter. At noon, we have Blueprints and the World of Puzzle Hunts. 1 o'clock, we have There's an Indie for That, number 6. At 2, we have a guide to sustainable cosplay making. At 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the hidden mental health lessons of Final Fantasy XIV. At 4 o'clock tomorrow, we have You Can Make Masks and Armor and Props with Paper Mache. And then at 5 o'clock, we have Pressing and Seam Finishes with Sarcasm Hime, which is going to be a very well informed panel if you want to really bring your cosplays up to a game levels.
Yeah.
And then at 6 o'clock, we're taking a break. We shut down the stream for an hour so everyone can go get food, take a break, etc., etc.
Hydrate.
And then we'll be back. Hydrate. Back at 7 o'clock for the masquerade hosted by Connell. And then at 8 o'clock or whenever the masquerade is over, because you need to put that little bit of runtime in there, we have Con's Dance Party, followed by 9 o'clock by Only 90 Kids Remember game show. 10 o'clock is the Teacher Dragon to Drink panel. Where we make 5 drinks, and there is one mocktail. So if you don't drink, we do make a mocktail as well. And then at 11 o'clock tomorrow night, Tales of the Convention, the little game show fun. Then Saturday morning, we do a little bit earlier, but don't worry, because you
Sunday
don't actually
morning.
have to. Sunday morning. I definitely have not had enough sleep this week. Okay, Sunday morning, we roll into Saturday morning cartoons. I'll blame that. That you can come hang out in our Discord showing room, and we will stream a bunch of Saturday morning cartoons that we found on YouTube and stuff like that, and watch it all together. It's a great way to eat breakfast. You don't have to get out of bed even if you don't want to.
Bonus points for wearing your PJs while attending that.
Yes, absolutely. Then starting at noon, we have The Rise of the Pretty Hero presented by Pretty Heroes. And then at 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, we have For the Love of Anime BS. And then at 2 o'clock, we have Cozy Queers and Food, talking about food animes. And at 3 o'clock, we have 321 Cosplay, where Amy or Kiara is going to be hosting me, Captain Pira, and ZK Art, and challenging us with, how would you build this costume? And we have to give her answers right there on the spot, and it should be highly entertaining because we are 3 very different costumers. And then at 4 o'clock on Sunday, we have Con's Mystery Conclusion. So that is when you have to get all of your answers into Silcerna on the Discord to get put to a draw for a grand prize of a gift certificate for Clue Solvers. And they have a bunch of different locations throughout Canada, so there should be one near you. And then at 4:30, it'll be our cake panel or closing ceremonies, where we do more of this. Thank our sponsors, chat about anything else that we need to chat about, and get your feedback and what things, that's kind of what we do. We love hearing feedback on how we can improve every year, so that, because this is a convention for the fans. That's pretty much why we're here. It's fan run. We're all volunteer based. And we like to support the Canadian Mental Health Association because mental health is important, especially in the world right now.
Caitlin nearly fell out of her chair there.
It's so important to know that you are loved and in a safe space. And so we hope that you can have a reprieve from whatever you need a reprieve from for the weekend and come hang out here in this wonderful community. So yeah, that's what my hope is for this weekend.
Ever the maternal presence, Lindsay is.
Oh yeah, it's bring your own cake, because it's really hard to send cake on the internet as much. I mean, we have mug cake recipes. That's the best we can do.
I'm sure some tech pro is working on that.
Oh yeah.
Just shove cake in the tubes.
I'll talk to Nick offline to see if we can work out a way to we can email people some cake. It'll be fine.
Okay, sounds good.
You know HTML. You can figure that out, right, Nick?
Yeah, we'll just put it in the emotes. It'll be ready tomorrow morning. It'll be like all good to go. No, we don't.
No.
But we could. We could have cake.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be having a watch party and serve cake.
There you go.
That's the solution.
I'm all but certain that one of our friends is hosting a watch party for the events tomorrow, and there will probably be cake there because it's doubling as their birthday celebration as well. Because February is the month of 1,000 birthdays.
Do you know what? I did not realize how many people's birthdays were in February until everyone's like, "Oh, it's my birthday this week," and I was like, "Oh, that's why Kanji in person was. There were so many parties. It's because
Yeah.
it was everyone's birthday."
That's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah. So our time for our introduction is almost up, and I know that everyone wants to get to FMVs, FMVs, FMVs.
Woo!
Woo, woo, woo. So I'm just going to reiterate again, thank you so much to the Dragon Clue Solvers, YetiCon, Animeathon, Pretty Heroes, Dangerous Ladies, TriCon, Cause Payton, and the Toronto Game Expo. Thank you so much for sponsoring our event and allowing us to exist. Yay. And thank you to all the staff, our judges for the masquerade, Captain Pira, Lausian, and Lulu Alamode. Thank you so much for your hard work in judging a particularly difficult masquerade.
Mhm.
Yes, that is my little spiel. If anyone else has anything else to.
Well done, Lindsay. I kind of put Lindsay on the spot there, but she should be used to it because she's kind of the head honcho around here. But to reiterate some of the things that Lindsay was saying, additionally, the staff and I and all of us are going to be constantly throughout the weekend over on Kanji's Discord. So if you're also looking for some extra fun or whatever, we've got channels on there for every little facet of geekdom that you can think of. There's cosplay channels, there's TV channels, there's video game channels. There's channels where you can just post funny memes or pictures of your cute animals. We encourage you all to spam the heck out of all of those
cute
channels.
Animals.
We want the cute animals. So definitely have a look out on those. Also, before we get into the FMVs, one more thing I will mention is that that Con's mystery hunt is officially started as of right now, which means clues could start showing up anywhere. So if you want to start hunting around for them, as my understanding that they can pop up somewhere on our website, on our social media platforms. They might pop up in some of the programming as well. So have your notepads ready to go because they might start showing up real soon. And if you want to be the one that collects them all, you got to keep your eyes open. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. And
Did the butler do it?
Did the butler do it? The
No,
butler always did it.
I don't know. So just for people tuning in at home, the mystery hunt, we're never given the answer.
Nope.
Either. It is
Nope.
Terry and Amy's baby, and they're like, no, you have to.
They play that very close to the chest. Not even we know.
Yeah.
We can't help. Don't ask us for hints. Well, you can ask us for hints.
We don't know.
But don't trust our answers on what we tell you about hints, because we may not
You
know
can
the
ask,
answer. Yeah.
But you may not get an answer.
Exactly.
That's correct. Or
Correct.
So with that, we
Correct.
wish everybody a good Kanji. We are going to kick things off now with the FMV Chaos. Everybody get into the chat and start throwing some excitement around, and let's have a good time in the next hour or so with that.
woohoo!
So
Ooh.
Woo!
let's go, everybody. Enjoy Kanji.